Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Girls and Gays Let's Talk. I have Yazy here with me.
Hello. Hi.
How's it going?
Good.
You're the first person I have in person. Usually I do phone calls, so it's kind of, I guess, different this time.
How do you feel? Is it nice looking at my face?
It's there.
And my voice is right next to you, nice and strong.
I don't know. It's just different.
You
Just see
used
how
to
it
work
goes.
with me every single day. You would
I
see my
know.
voice. What do you mean it's different now all of a sudden?
No, it's different recording, I think.
Oh. Yeah, it's more
person.
natural.
I
It was
guess
my
so.
idea. You're welcome.
That's true. You did drive all the way here from Austin.
I did, and it sucked. It was full of traffic today. This time around, I feel like everyone was driving slow in the passing lane.
Oh,
It was awful.
I feel like it's always the same people though that do that.
Yeah, people that don't know how to fucking drive.
Yeah, they just drive so slow. It is what it is. There's nothing you can do about it.
Okay, George, how do we know each other?
At the beginning, I didn't like you.
Okay, you jumped a couple steps. I asked, how do we
met
know
at the
each other?
We worked together at the pharmacy, and I don't know, something about you. I didn't like. I was annoyed. You're always in my bubble. I remember.
I
You
did it on
like
purpose.
being right next to someone over their head, and I'm just like, who the hell do you think you are?
Yeah, I
Back
really,
the hell up.
I really was. I really was so close. It was to you and your brother.
Yeah, I know. I told your sister.
Yeah, what'd she say?
She was like, she can't be that way.
Well,
She didn't defend you at all. She's like, I get it.
no, she wouldn't defend me because I'm always in her bubble too. Anyways, me and George used to work together at a pharmacy. I got the job there because of my brother-in-law, who owns the pharmacy. I
Yeah.
moved to Houston. I needed a job, and he thankfully hired me on.
Yeah.
And
He
that
did.
was it. And then a turbulent relationship we had. Not really turbulent. He just
Not
didn't like me at
really.
first. I knew
Yeah.
he didn't like me. I felt it.
Yeah,
but I was
no.
very persistent.
No, what got you was the manager forced me.
Mel.
She was like, she has no friends. Her only people that she knows here are 5 years old. Like,
Oh,
you need
my
to give
niece
her
and
a break.
nephews.
She's like, you need to give her a break and try to
She
hang out
said
with
the
her.
only people I know are children.
Yes.
I
She's
mean,
like,
she,
she
wasn't
needs
wrong.
people her own age. You need to help her out, poor thing.
I
Something
did
like
not.
that.
I was perfectly content with just hanging out with my niece and nephews.
But you were lonely and sad.
I was not. I was fine.
Even
I
that
was
fine didn't sound like a fine.
I was fine.
Sure.
I had a boyfriend at the time.
Yeah, but he lives hours away. He still was in Austin.
Oh my god, it was whatever. Anyways, yes,
I do miss Sugar Bear every now and then.
relax.
Out of all the people you've dated, he was my favorite.
Out of all the people I dated, he's the only one I've dated.
The only one I've met. You dated others.
I did not date anyone else.
You didn't?
No, you.
Oh, you just messed around with.
I didn't mess around with anyone. I did mess around with one person.
Yeah, I know that story.
Yeah, but George, we're not all like you, who has a new partner every fucking weekend.
That is not true. I'm not a
That is
whore.
so true.
You make it sound like I'm a slut. I am
You
not.
are a slut. Even on the car today, on the way here, you were telling me stories.
No,
I was like,
I'm not gonna
another
talk
one,
about that.
another one. But
Damn,
yes,
you're right.
yes,
Out of everyone in the group, I guess they am the slut.
yeah, which is shocking.
I know.
I'm just so surprised it's you of all people.
I give innocent vibes.
You do. It's because you're quiet. It's the quiet ones.
Well, it is what it is.
Anyways, George didn't like me. Your brother didn't like me either.
He didn't have a problem with you.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Because I was all up in your bubble. Because y'all would be working right next to each other.
Yeah.
And I would come in right in between y'all.
Yeah, and I would be like, what the hell is this girl doing? She needs to go do her own thing.
I knew you would like me. You just had to give me time.
But I did that with everyone. Like,
Yeah,
Zoe, I did the same thing. I didn't like Zoe at the
You
beginning.
didn't like Zoe also worked with us at the pharmacy.
Yeah.
Briefly.
So with Zoe, it was different for her. It was just because she was a student, and I didn't like talking to students.
You're what?
Children annoy
Students,
me.
peasants.
Yeah, kids annoy me.
She wasn't even a kid.
She was high
She
school.
was like a senior in high school.
Close enough to a child.
And you're how much older?
I have no idea how much older I am than her.
I'm pretty sure we're not that much older than her.
No.
We're like what? Maybe 4 years?
Well, you're older than me.
I forgot I'm older than you. Are you 30? I'm 31.
I just turned 31.
Oh.
You're about to turn 32.
Oh, speaking of your birthday, do we want to talk about how I told you happy birthday?
Oh, yeah, you criticized the podcast.
I
It's always
thought
supposed to be you can hear me breathing. Not a single person has told me they could hear
I
me
can
breathing.
hear you breathing. Anyways, what day was your birthday?
It was supposed to be a Friday,
Which is what, the 10th or the 11th?
the 11th.
Okay, I thought George's birthday was on the 12th. So I texted him on the 12th. I said, happy birthday. And he was like, it was yesterday. No, you said, thank you. It wasn't today, but thank you.
Yeah, something like that.
And I said, oh, I'm so sorry. I was like, I wrote it in my planner and everything, but I didn't. I was so confident that it was the 12th. I didn't even double check.
It's a thing. Like, you're not the only one. Like, there's like, even Mustafa,
Yeah.
he texted me on the 12th.
Oh.
I have so many people that text me on the 12th. I'm like, why does everybody think my birthday's on the 12th?
Well, maybe you should change your birthday, George.
Might as well. just accept it. Like,
Change
it's on the
it from
12th now.
Well, then George told me, he goes, this is the text I received on my actual birthday. And it was the first text of the morning for him. I texted him. I was up early for work. I said, what did I say? I said, I have criticism for your podcast. Don't be mad.
Yes.
I said, I can hear you breathing in the background and it annoys me. I said, stop breathing.
Yes, that's the first thing I heard.
Yes.
And I'm just like, I don't see it. I don't hear it. I'm
It's
like,
there. I can hear it. It's like this. It's like, do you hear that? That's how it sounds.
the thing is,
Like that.
is that I watch this thing. Like, you see, like on the screen, how it goes up and down, like the
Yes.
green. I watch that every single time I'm recording.
Well, you're breathing. Okay, shush. Let
So
me try breathing.
when you're
Let me see if
breathing, it
moves.
shows up on there.
Okay, hold on. Oh, it did
You
go
can
up a little
see
bit.
it.
It did go up.
So I'm like,
But that was a pretty heavy one through my nose. You don't breathe that heavy. You're doing it a little too hard.
no, it just doesn't pick it up.
I'll show
You
you.
don't
I'll
hear
show
it.
you in the car later.
Fine. Okay.
Anyways, but yeah, I'm so sorry.
It is what it is.
Aren't
but
you
I'm
just
like,
proud that I knew the month though?
I guess. But
Do you remember when my birthday is?
not right now.
You don't remember the month?
I don't know anyone's birthday. I just keep it on my phone.
You are such a stickler for birthdays.
I know,
too.
but I think I saved them on my phone, and I put
Wow.
a reminder, if you remember, it to remind me the day before.
He will text me and be like, Zoe's birthday is today. Don't forget to say happy birthday.
Yes,
And
because I have a lot of reminders. I have ways for me to remember.
wow.
I just don't
Good for
know
you.
them.
Well, my way to remember is to use my planner.
That you don't
But I
look
clearly
at.
don't look at that. I don't look at
See,
it.
that doesn't save you.
Well, you know what? I go through phases. Sometimes I look at it. Sometimes I don't.
To see,
I was actually
at
supposed
least I remember, and I'm kind enough to remind you
to. Okay.
of other people's birthdays.
It's so kind. I really appreciate it.
Did you not text Zoe after I texted you?
I did actually. I would not have known if you didn't text me.
I did this to my mom. I texted her like, "Oh, don't forget our uncle is Fed's birthday one week before mine." So I texted her for him. I was like, "Don't forget it's his birthday today."
Oh, he's so good.
Yeah.
I'm proud of you. What if you
No,
forget?
honestly, I did almost forget his.
When is his birthday?
His is the 4th.
Of what month?
April. It's just
Oh,
1 week
it's this
before
month?
mine.
Oh,
You missed his birthday.
I did.
I figured for you it's fine. You only met him one time.
Oh, he was so sweet though.
Yeah, it was fun.
Or
It was
Mexico.
a fun vacation.
We went on a trip to Mexico with one of our friends, and we stayed with George and his uncle, and his uncle's boyfriend at the time. And it was actually really fun. As soon as we got to the Airbnb, George's shit was all over the place. Your shoes.
I did. I opened, took out all the shoes.
As soon as we had barely settled in, we just put our suitcases in the room. We got up and then we went out like immediately. And then when we came back home like a couple hours later, I was like, okay, shoes on the floor, water bottle here, clothes on the floor. I look at George's room. It looks like a bomb exploded. We were only there for like 10 minutes.
Unpacking.
Wow.
I am not a person that likes to leave everything inside the pack in like the luggage. I have to take it out.
But you throw it all over the bed?
Yeah, and then I hang it.
Oh, you hang it?
You didn't notice?
No, I was too busy looking at everything on the floor.
I was hanging it.
Wow.
The only thing that was on the floor was the shoes.
I wish I saved the video. I took a video.
You did.
I sure did. I was trying to keep the receipts.
I wanted to. The only thing on the floor was the shoes.
Oh no, there was more than that. I specifically remember. Ugh, and now I have to look for it.
Well, oh well.
Oh, okay. Well, how was it working with me? Did you like working when you?
Once I got over.
Once you warmed up to me.
Once I warmed up to you, it was fine.
Okay. What did you think? Was I a good employee?
I think so.
Okay. Was I good at my job?
You did. You were good at your job. You knew what you were doing.
Oh,
and wow. Then when I replaced you, when you left.
Oh, how was that?
That was. It was fine. Uh-huh. Until I felt like I was doing the job of two.
Oh.
Like two people.
Because
I was still doing my old job, and I was doing yours.
Oh, okay, I see.
And I didn't get paid more.
Oh, yeah.
So it was like
that sounds about right. Well, the job that I was doing, there was so much to do. There was 2 shifts. I remember me and Mel worked for 24 hours, and I remember I asked Mel. I was like, "How many hours did we work today?" And she was like, "I don't know." And I sat there and I had to count on my fingers. And then I was like, there was no way. And then I counted again on my fingers. I was like, I think we worked 24 hours. And she was like, yeah, I think we did. And then remember Sarah?
Yeah.
She came into work and she looked at my face and she was like, you look like you had a rough night. I was like, yeah, bitch. Yeah. Been here since fucking 8 a.m. yesterday.
I didn't do any of those though.
Oh, yeah, good.
I kept things more together than you. I was faster.
Okay, relax. Relax. I think things calmed down by the time you took over for me. How about that?
I think it was, things were more organized.
Because of me.
More like, because every single time you add a new facility.
Oh my God. Oh, we would do pill packing for assisted living homes.
Yeah.
And these assisted living homes is, elderly people living in homes.
Yes. With thousands of medications.
Oh my gosh. It's so sad. It's actually really, really sad. So basically, like one elderly patient would have 10 minimum. I remember counting. One person had 14 medications. And we would put them in a pill pack. But we got this robot at the pharmacy. It was really cool. It basically would pull all the medications and pack it for us. And I had to make sure it was filling the correct prescriptions and then make sure the packaging was sealed. And then I'd put in the next orders and la. And then when I left, George took over.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of nice though.
Yeah. But I had to do both your old job and mine.
Oh yeah. I would be in the back. I wouldn't have to talk to anyone.
It gets hard being back there though, because you don't even have a window.
That's why I would have to come out and take breaks and come and bother y'all and talk to y'all.
I tried doing that, and then Mel's like, "No, you have things to do," and I'm like, "I know I do, but it's a lot."
Well,
I had a few mental breakdowns back then.
Oh, really?
Yeah, one she caught me on a few.
Oh, wait, what's a mental breakdown look like for you?
I was just collapsed. I'll have to sit on the ground.
Oh,
and just I cried a few times.
Oh, I was just gonna ask if you cried.
Yeah,
I can't imagine you crying.
Yeah, I know it's very rare.
Oh,
it was a lot.
My sweet little angel baby.
Shut the fuck up. Yeah, no, it was a lot working there. I'm glad I'm not there anymore.
Oh, it was fun times though.
It
when
was
we worked together.
sometimes, yeah.
We did have it did feel like a little family.
Yeah, but it got to a point where it was like it was too much.
I feel like there was we were never able to like get things under control.
Yeah, it was always a shit fire.
Yeah, I feel like there was always just so many prescriptions to fill, and when it felt like we would knock them all out, as soon as we would knock them all out, we would have so many more. One. Yeah, and all the facilities and yeah.
And anything that like went wrong, it was always your fault.
Ugh.
And it was like, how is it my fault? I'm not the one that did this. Like there were so many times where I would order something and the front would need it too. And I'd be like, well, I need it also. Mine's more important.
Oh, for the facilities?
Yeah. So sometimes they would take it and then I'll be like, well, now I need it. So what am I going to do?
Oh, so you have to keep ordering?
Yeah. And I'm like, once everything's separated, it got better because the inventory was more accurate.
Yeah, I remember that. We were trying to cut down because there was quite a few expired prescriptions we had. So our inventory was on like lockdown. Every night when we'd have to order, we had to like everything had to be okayed before ordering.
I think it's still, when I was there, it was still like that.
Well, I don't know. I loved it. I thrive in chaos at work. I don't know why. I work better when I have like when it's chaotic, when there's a deadline, when we need to rush.
I do also, but once you push me to a certain point, it just collapses.
Oh yeah, there is a point where you get a little burnt out.
Yeah, I get burnt out.
Yeah, but you know what? I get bored when there's nothing to do.
I know. I agree.
Get so bored. Like like I'd rather be like running around with a chicken with its head cut off. Is that the saying?
No, that is the thing. But
then
looking
then staring at the clock.
Sometimes I feel like you need a little drama.
You need a little drama.
Yeah,
you need a little hot goss.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was plenty of that.
Yeah, there was.
We won't go into that because I think too many people know.
Like, how many of them listen to this? Like, I don't think any of them even know.
It has a way of finding out.
True.
And my brother-in-law was the owner, so it's.
Oh, that's true. Probably it's best not to say certain things.
I can tell you the hot goss about my job after the pharmacy, though.
Oh.
I worked for a large, it's very large. There's like 16 locations. It is like dermatology and cosmetic surgery. I worked front desk for the main location, and it was 2 stories. So like the first floor was all cosmetic surgery and med spa, and then the second floor was dermatology. I worked on the second floor, and the owner and his wife own all the practices, and they both work there. So the owner was one of the doctors, and he would work on the first floor, and his wife worked. She did all the like business side and all the admin stuff. So she had an office on the second floor, and she was such a badass.
Really?
She was such a badass. She used to work for NASA.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she was so cool. And then every time I'd see her, I'd be like, oh my God, she's here. I need to be careful. And then every time he would come around, we would all be like running away.
Why was he? What's he mean?
So he worked on the first floor with all the cosmetic surgery, and he was known for fucking around with all the front desk girls down there.
Oh, while he was married.
While he was married. While his
wife was in the next room.
Yeah, which she would be upstairs. But I think there's no way she didn't know. I think that they're in like a partnership.
Like open relationship.
I don't know about maybe. I would hope that maybe she would get something out of it too. But I don't know. I think that they make so much money. I mean, 16 locations throughout Texas.
That's true.
They're making so much
money.
money.
Getting a divorce can be so much work.
No. So and she's not an idiot. I think she knew. But basically, he was known for having sexual relations. And then if he liked you, he would be giving you a lot of like free treatment. So you had to wait, I think like 3 months to get like, free Botox, free filler. and like discounted products. We would get like 50% off of like skincare products. And then you also get like free spa services like hydrofacials and all that kind of stuff. So there was a lot of cool perks. But you could get discounted surgeries too. But if you got a discounted surgery, you had to stay there for like a minimum of like a year after the surgery. Otherwise, you had to pay for it in full if you left before that.
Dang.
Because people would get hired on and take advantage of the like perks, and then they would leave. Yeah. So they put these like protocols in place. But I remember there was a girl that started downstairs and he gave her a liquid rhinoplasty like free after 2 weeks.
Oh, dang.
Yeah. So he was super, super slimy, grimy. And then there was one time I knew I was going to run into him at some point. This was like right during COVID. So we all still had to wear masks.
Yeah.
And I had to go get cash, and the cash is in his wife's office. And I was like, fuck, I got to go get cash. And there's a chance I might run into him there. I really don't want to run into him, but I had a patient. So I had to go. I got the cash. She wasn't in her office. I was like, oh my God, let me hurry up and get it. Let me do this really quickly. I'm like getting the cash. I turn around and he's right there in the doorway. I was like, fuck. And I look at him and I was like, okay. I was like, hi, how are you? I'm so sorry. I'm just grabbing cash. I think I introduced myself. Like, I think I shook his hand and told him who I was because he's still the owner of the practice.
Yeah.
And then I knew he was going to ask me to pull my mask down because he had been known for like telling girls, like, let me see your face. And I knew he was going to do it. I was really hoping he wasn't. He did. He was like, oh, I've never seen you. Like, let me, he was like, pull your mask down. Let me see your face. I was like, oh, no, I have a breakout right now. It looks really terrible. I'm so sorry. And he was like, no, it's okay. Let me see. I was like, God damn it. And so I pulled my mask down and I did a quick smile and then I pulled it right back up. And he was like, oh. He was like, do you want to work on the first floor? I was like, no. I told him, I was like, no, thank you. I don't. And he like looked at me like he was shocked that I said no. I was like, I'm so sorry. I love my manager too much. He was like, oh. I was like, yeah, thank you. I'll let you know if I ever change my mind. And I like ran away.
Hey, that's free plastic surgery, girl.
I know.
That's
at what cost? At what cost? I did get Botox. I did take advantage of a little bit, but I did it for my TMJ.
What's that?
When your jaw pops, you can put Botox there to help relieve it.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, I did do that. But that was
That's all you did.
I should have taken advantage more.
Yeah, like I remember you wanted a rhinoplasty.
I still want a rhinoplasty, and I need a septoplasty. I can't breathe out of my nose.
I had trouble with one of my nostrils that way.
Really? Yeah. Is that why you snore so goddamn loud?
No, that's because I'm fat.
George's snoring is on another level.
Everybody tells me that.
I cannot sleep. And then we'll be watching a movie in the living room, and in 5 minutes into the movie, he's knocked out snoring. I'm like, George! And you're like, huh?
No, what's funny is once my cousin was fighting with his husband.
Oh, uh-huh.
And during the fight, he stayed over at my house. Mm-hmm. And same thing, I fell asleep watching something.
Yep.
And then he told me the next day, like, he knows I'm here because I answered the phone, and your snore is it sounds a particular way.
Fucking loud.
It's not that it's loud, he said, is that it's just a particular way. Nobody else snores like you do. It sounds different. So he recognized.
Do you want to reenact your snore?
No. I don't know how it sounds.
Next time I'll take a video.
No, Jesus, no.
But that's why I can't stay the night with you. I can't sleep. I'm such a light sleeper.
I have a spare room on the whole other side of the house.
I can't. No, I can still hear you from the door.
I don't think so.
I have to sleep in absolute silence.
It's in the other
and
side
darkness.
Of the house. It's still the other side. Yeah, compared to your family's, it's not large. Your family has a large house.
My family has a 2-story house. Yes.
Yes.
It is nice and spacious.
Yes.
Which I could still hear you snoring when you stayed over because the rooms are next to each other.
Yeah, they're
at
next
our house.
to each other.
Oh my God, and you're coming over in May.
Yeah.
Are you staying the night?
But I'll be skinnier then.
Okay, that's in how many weeks? That's in like 2 weeks.
No, it's 3 weeks.
Hold on. May 10th. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's a 3. Yeah, 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Are you trying to lose that much weight in 3 weeks?
Yeah. I want to do as fast as possible.
He's on the semaglutide shot.
No, I'm not. I'm a racist, by the way.
I'm sorry, say that. What'd you say?
I'm getting racist, by the way.
You're going to be racist?
Erasing this.
George, there's nothing wrong with that.
No, there's nothing wrong with it. It's just.
There's nothing wrong with it. Literally everyone is on it.
Yeah, I know. Everyone.
Except me.
Exactly. Because the skinny bitches like you is why I want to.
This is the heaviest I've ever been right now.
Really?
Yeah. Do you
Me
see how?
too.
Look at my arms. Look. Jiggle.
Your arms always have done that. Even when you were skinny.
Oh, that's so rude.
It's just.
Whenever
your arms
we were
are
on
naturally
keto,
like
I started working out. I feel like I had a little bit of a muscle there.
It was very slight.
It was a hill. It was not a mountain.
Like a quarter.
It was nice though. I was skinny. I was like 120 then.
Yeah, but the thing I didn't like was like I lost my ass.
Oh, same. Oh my God. So we went on keto together and we also were doing intermittent fasting and we were meal prepping together. It was a great time of my life. My wallet was so happy and my body was so happy. Anyways, we would meet up every Sunday and we would meal prep and we would do keto meals. So we know that we would eat everything because whenever you make the same meal for the entire week, you get bored. You don't end up throwing it such a waste. So what we did is we did 2 different lunches and 2 different dinners. And then we would go grocery shopping together. And I would do, because I am not a good cook. So George would do all the cooking and I would do the things like chopping. Yeah,
the prep work.
The prep work that he didn't want to do. And then I would do like the dishes and he would do all the cleaning. And then, we did intermittent fasting. We wouldn't eat until 12. And then we would stop eating at 7 at night.
Yeah, something like that.
So we would start eating. We couldn't eat anything in the morning. Our first meal would be at 12 p.m. And then our last meal would be like latest 7 p.m. And we lost so much weight.
Yeah, I get really bad headaches though during that time.
Yeah. I felt so good on it. I had so much energy. I'd be up at 6 a.m. like ready to tackle the day.
I had so many issues. I had headaches.
Oh.
And then my gums started bleeding at some point.
George, that's because you don't floss.
No, it has to do with that.
Do you floss? No.
Sometimes.
Okay. There you go.
Every now and then. But no, it wasn't just that. Like it was because of the keto.
Oh, interesting. I didn't know you're having problems.
Yeah, no, I was having issues.
Oh.
My gums started bleeding.
George, I really think that's oral health.
No.
Oral hygiene.
No, because it was only during that time.
Your gums don't bleed anymore?
They don't bleed anymore, and they stopped immediately after I stopped doing keto.
I have floss in my purse. Let's put it to the test.
No, I'm talking about like I would be eating and they'll be bleeding.
Oh, that's
like
weird.
a sandwich or something. Like a sandwich, I would be bleeding.
Oh my God.
I'll brush my teeth, blood will come out.
Oh.
Like it was just, it wasn't good.
Should we ask ChatGPT if there's a correlation? Let's see.
It has to be because it stopped after I stopped doing keto. It stopped happening.
That's so weird.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, I'm so sorry. I felt great. You felt like shit.
Yeah, I did.
But we lost weight so fast, but the weight immediately came out of our asses. And I remember I had bought a new pair of pants. It was actually Easter. It was Easter Day. I put the pair of pants on. I remember I was looking at myself in the mirror and I turned to the side and I was like, oh my God. I was like, oh my God. I was like
Your
touching my
gone.
butt. I was like, where did it go? It was so flat. I have never had to deal with a flat ass in my life.
It happens.
Oh my God. It was awful. I felt so naked.
Yeah.
I felt so wrong. But we did lose a lot of weight.
Yeah.
Like immediately, like within the first week, I had already dropped like several pounds. I remember we had done our first meal prep. Our second meal prep, I came over. I was like, George, my pants are already loose. And he was like, okay, calm down. I doubt that. I was like, okay.
Even now, like whenever I told you that I started losing weight again, you're like, oh, can you tell the difference? I'm like, it's only been a week. Like
you lost 15 pounds. pounds.
That's a lot for a week, though.
Yes. So you're telling me you don't feel it in your waist?
No, I don't feel anything.
You don't feel it anywhere?
No.
You don't feel it in your pants?
No.
You don't feel it in your shirts?
No.
In your boxers?
No.
Do you wear tidy whities or do you wear boxers?
Boxers. Boxer briefs.
Briefs.
Yes.
Okay. Are they still called tidy whities?
If they're white, yeah, but I don't have any white ones.
Do you wear a jockstrap?
I'm not gonna answer any more questions like that. That's a lot.
Oh, okay. Hold
People
on.
from work listen to this.
Oh. Okay, I was traumatized. Do you remember last time when your cousin was over, we went to the gay bars?
Uh-huh.
Oh, there was one club we went to, and every man there working there was wearing a jockstrap.
Oh, JR's.
Was that what it was?
I think so.
Is that the one with the bathroom? Who I was so scared I was going to catch an STD in that bathroom?
Oh no, that's South Beach.
Is that what it was? The
Yes.
small one, and they had like a little...
Croc. No, that was damn it! It's called Croc. It's not Crockers. It's the other one. The one for like the kinky people.
Oh,
What's it called?
I was having a panic attack in that bathroom. Oh my God. I was like, I'm gonna contract syphilis or gonorrhea if I touch any of these surfaces. I was freaking out.
Damn,
I put toilet paper all over. I couldn't touch anything. Oh my God, it was awful.
I haven't been there. Actually, I was there not too long ago.
Do you remember they were having like a lip sync competition? Do you remember?
They're having a drag show, or is it just lip syncing?
No, it was like lip syncing.
I don't remember that.
And none of them were good. I kept thinking it was going to be like RuPaul's, and it was nothing like that.
It depends on who's doing it. Because some of them aren't good.
Oh my gosh.
But some of them are very good.
The first time we went to the gay club, that was my first time going to a gay club ever in my life.
Really?
Yeah, and we went with your cousin and your brother. And a dance battle broke out on one of the floors.
Oh,
at one of the bars.
And I was like, this girl, that happens every now and then.
I was shocked. I felt like I was in a movie. The crowd split in two. I was panicking. I was like, oh my God, it's a dance battle. I posted it on Instagram. I got like the tail end of it.
Yeah.
Oh my, it was amazing.
It's funny.
It was amazing.
Actually, I had Sandra on here because I think it was the same time because it was like for her birthday. We all went.
Oh,
down.
yeah, it was.
And so, it's like for the fact that some random people were dancing on her, like they were giving her a lap dance.
Really?
And she said she did not remember.
I don't remember that.
You weren't there yet.
Oh.
Not when that happened, because it was when I was seeing Justin. I was seeing Justin at the time. Whenever that happened.
What the fuck is Justin?
He's the pool boy.
There goes another one.
Shut the fuck up.
There goes another one.
We only dated him.
No, that's not when we went out. You weren't dating anyone at this time.
Yeah, during the first time you went out. No, this is like later.
Oh.
We went for her birthday.
Another one bites the dust.
We broke up shortly after that too.
Oh my God.
But he danced on her, and then some random black guy danced on her.
Oh.
And she's like, I don't remember. She's like, I'm surprised your brother didn't care. And I'm like, well, what's he gonna do? Like, they're clearly not interested. Like,
yeah,
it's just for the fun of it.
Shit.
It's just for the fun of it.
Oh my God. Oh, well, the first time you took me out, I don't remember where we went, but I just remember the first bar we went to. I was looking around. I was like, oh my God, there's so many attractive men here. It is not like that at the straight bars. I was like, George, what the hell is going on here? And he was like, we actually take care of ourselves.
That sounds like me.
Is that what it is? He was like, yeah, we actually care how we look. We actually take care of ourselves. I was like, oh,
I think that was at
we had been
Hamburger Mary's. At the end of the night, it turned into like a bar back then.
Really?
I think it still does. I haven't been to that one in a while.
Oh, do you remember that we made friends with someone there by themselves? Remember?
Oh, that's right. And I kept making fun of you because you make friends everywhere. That was JR.
Not anymore. I turned into a hobbit. I used to be such a social butterfly.
Yeah.
Now I'm like, I can't talk to anyone. No one talks to me.
I remember that. It was like, it was these two guys.
Yeah. They were in from like out of state. Tennessee.
I don't remember.
I don't remember.
It was like years ago, and I wasn't listening.
It was
I
somewhere
just like,
southern.
I was just like, what is this girl doing?
They were so
talking to these random people?
cute.
It was weird.
You know what? Maybe I did it because I was like, oh, no one gives a fuck about me here. Like, I can be a social butterfly. No one will care.
True.
Yeah.
Great.
But then I got drunk and I was like bouncing around. I don't dance. I have no rhythm. So I was just like jumping. And then I was like, George, this man over here has such a beautiful ass. And he was like, your cousin was like, go tell him. So I went and I was like, excuse me, your ass is perfect. And he was like, thank you. And then I bounced away.
Yeah. I think I told you, like, you could probably even let you touch it or something like that.
Oh, yeah, you did say that. I was like, no, I can't do that.
I'm like, I don't care.
You don't care. Does he care?
I bet you he wouldn't have cared.
Oh my God, I can't be out there just grabbing randos' asses.
I would care, but other people wouldn't care.
Is that acceptable at a gay club?
Apparently.
Oh,
happens
I
all
don't
the
know.
time.
I don't trust you.
Like, I have gone into the restroom and had people, like, the last time I went, like...
Oh, you witnessed someone fucking around.
No, they wanted me to join them.
Oh.
I was like, I didn't even make eye contact. He was, like, hardcore staring at me.
No.
I looked away.
The whole time it was happening?
Yeah.
Wait, out in the open?
They were like starting to mess around in the open.
No. Oh no.
Then he started looking at me like if I wanted to join.
Oh my God.
And so I looked away. And then they went into the restaurant, like the stall.
I know exactly which fucking bar this was. I was clutching my pearls the entire time we were there because we went. Okay, there was men and women's bathrooms, which apparently doesn't mean shit because I went to the women's bathroom and there were no women in the bathroom. And there were no locks on the bathroom.
Well, because it doesn't matter. You just go in there.
Oh my God, that is some shady shit. There was basically, there was a lock, right? You could push the lock in and out. But on the other side of the wall, there was nowhere to like receive the lock. So I was like, what's the point? Just take the fucking doors off. Anyways, I was trying to go to the bathroom. And I was like, I was such a like old lady. I was trying to put toilet paper on the seat.
Oh.
I was like laying toilet paper, so I'm like, trying to be like sanitary. And in the middle of me doing that, this guy opened the door and he was like, oh, and he looked at what I was doing. He goes, oh, I love that for you. I was like,
hardcore judging you.
Yes. And he was like, here, I'll stand outside the door so no one walks in. I was like, thank you. I couldn't go. Couldn't go. I was like, I tried. I really tried. I like sat down on the toilet and nothing was happening. I was like performance shy.
Yeah, like you're gonna wait till you get home.
I was like, you know what? No, never mind. I like flushed the toilet and I got out of there.
Actually, that reminds me of one time. We went to this bar named Eagle. And I went to the restroom and some girl walked in and she's like, is there a girl's restroom here? And I'm like, honestly, I have no idea. Like, I've never thought about it, never even found it. No idea where it is. She's like, they're not gonna go to the restroom. Like, just use one of these. No one cares. And then she's like, dang, you're right. No one does care. I'm like, yeah, no one cares. Just go do your business.
I was traumatized.
And then she was like,
I was dying.
She was like, you're so right. And then somebody came in, like I guess one of her friends, and told her, what are you doing in here? This is the men's restroom. The ladies' restroom was apparently on the other side.
Oh.
And I'm like, I didn't know.
Okay, I wouldn't have a problem. I really don't care as long as there's a fucking lock on the door.
Well, that one does. That one had like full blown like.
Okay.
That one did. Lock.
Yeah, because there was one bar that we had went to that like, everyone was sharing. It didn't matter if it was men or women's, but the fucking stalls locked. And I was fine with that.
Yeah. Eagles does. It was just the one you were at. I don't remember.
Oh my God. And that's the one where George was trying to go to the bathroom and they were trying to get you in. And then your cousin also, he came out of the bathroom. He was like, oh, is a guy just jacking off right next to me at the stall?
Yeah.
I was ready to go home.
Oh,
I was like, oh my God.
Yeah, no, some of those places are very trashy.
Someone take me away. Oh, and then we went to Whataburger. Remember that? It was Whataburger. It was like 3 a.m. We were like, okay. I think you said it would be faster to go inside because the line, it was a Saturday night and Whataburger is always busy that time of night.
Yeah,
and you wanted to go inside because the drive-through line was crazy. Yeah. And so we went inside and then it was crazy inside. There was like some type of high school party or maybe they were like college students or something. There was nothing but like
I think they were high school.
Do you think so? They had to be like seniors, if anything.
Yeah.
But they were like, oh my God, it was just kids everywhere. I know,
and I'm like, let's just go home.
We did not go home. We ate. We stayed and we ate. We ordered our food. It took for fucking ever. And then it took a minute for it to get to us. And then I remember there was a girl at the table next to us. She like got her wrong order. She was bitching at the poor employee at Whataburger. Yeah. I remember she was like, I want my fucking food. You better get my fucking order right. La, 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 like screaming. Everyone could hear it. And I was like, this is like a high school student talking to someone like this. I was flabbergasted.
I want to say she also complained that her cheese wasn't melted or something.
Oh my God. I don't remember all that, but I remember. And I remember your cousin, his cousin's from Mexico. And his cousin was just kind of like looking over like, what the fuck is going on?
What was that? I don't remember. What cousin was that?
So,
oh.
I say cousin. It's just easier to say cousin.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
He's not a real cousin. No. Quote unquote cousin. We have a lot of
Uncle
those.
Zach's.
Quote unquote uncle, quote unquote aunt.
Cousin. I'm like, who's that? Like, I'm not even talking about. I'm like, what cousin visited me from Mexico? I'm like, yeah, that's true.
It's just easier. I don't want to say your uncle's ex. I guess I could have said your uncle's ex.
Yeah.
Should I say your uncle's ex?
It's the same.
Okay.
It's just factual. Yeah.
And then
I don't think he listens. He said he was going to.
Oh.
But I have like, you know how like I can see like where people are from and all that.
Oh, you don't see anything from Mexico?
Not anymore.
Oh, he unsubscribed.
I don't think he never knew how to.
Oh.
He has to like manually go in and like every single time. I showed Fed how to do it.
Mm-hmm.
So if I see one, I know it's him. Because I showed him how to do it. But if it's only the one, I know it's not anybody else.
Oy vey. Yes, I subscribed. Do I need to do anything else?
No.
Okay. Have you had a favorite? I mean, who am I? The fifth person?
I think so, fifth or sixth. I lost count.
Oh. But I'm your favorite guest, yes?
Honestly?
You don't think about it. You just say yes.
Of course you are.
Who are you trying to say?
No, honestly, I don't think I have like a favorite one. I just like certain stories everyone has said.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Like Marissa's favorite one for me was when she talked about like when I threw oil on her by accident.
You threw oil on her?
You haven't. Apparently, you haven't been listening.
No, I checked out after Zoe's. I was like, this is good enough.
Yeah, no, yeah. You have to listen to that one.
What do you mean you threw oil on her?
You gotta listen to it. Now I'm not gonna tell you more than that.
What was it, hot oil?
No, she's still kicking.
She's still kicking. Wait, she was your coworker?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she's supposed to come back. Actually, I'm working on because apparently there's a lot of things that went down.
Oh, after you left?
No, it was before I got there. And so she's like gonna tell me a lot of the stuff.
Oh.
And we're gonna like talk about
the hot gossip.
Yeah. And so
the hot gossip.
But she got sick and got yeah, she kept like sneezing and like all that. I'm like, okay, well, we can just postpone it, do it later. No worries.
Okay. I'll tune in to part 2.
Yeah, but you have to listen to part 1 first.
Do I?
Yes.
Do I really? Oh my God. Let me tell you. The plastic surgeon that we worked for, there was 2 owners. They were like best friends. I don't even know if they're still fucking friends, but they were friends. They're best friends. So it was this gay man and this woman, and she was such a badass, right? The surgeon.
Was she a redhead?
No. No, why?
There's nothing like a gay, like a twink and a redhead.
Oh,
Like
is that a thing? Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I know. I don't know. I don't think it was her natural hair color, but I doubt her natural hair color was red. But anyways, she was a badass, right? Because she's like this woman in this male-dominated industry, and she's very like assertive, knows what she wants, la 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 la. But she's definitely that stereotypical fucking bitch boss. Like she would yell at you in front of everyone.
I can't stand that.
Like everyone was afraid of her.
For me, like, okay, if you want to tell me something, fine.
Yeah.
But put me to the side and tell me.
Yeah. Oh, I'm the same way. I don't believe in that. But you know how that's the medical world, dude. They yell at you in front of everyone. Like they don't care.
Yeah, I know. That happened to me recently. But I pulled her to the side and was like, hey, do you have a problem with me? Because like this is the second time this week you've yelled at me about little things. And it's like, and both of them had no merit.
In front of everyone?
Yes.
I can't fucking stand that. Why? What'd she say?
It was like, one was because I had gone to the restroom.
Okay.
And so when I went to the restroom, nobody was like there. So, so I quickly went and came back. I was gone maybe 2 minutes. Apparently when I got back, there was a line in the time I was gone.
Oh shit!
And I was like, how long could the line possibly have been
for the pharmacy?
I was only gone for 2 minutes, and when I got back, there was no line.
What are you, data?
It was just one person. At that day, I was. I was like at pickup, and so
is this a pharmacist?
No.
Oh, who is this? Just another tech?
Another technician.
And she's yelling at you in front of everyone.
No. So she told me that I should have told her I was going to the restroom. It's like, not a single person here has ever told anyone when they go into the restroom. You just go. We're adults, we're not children.
Okay.
And then shortly after that, I was moving things like from the fax to data entry so that it could be easier for them. Okay. Because, adding a patient takes forever.
Yeah.
And so when I was caught up, because I was dispensing, I was printing the labels.
You were dispensing?
Yeah, I was printing the labels and, counting all the pills. So we were catching up to them. So I was like, oh, you know what? While we're catching up, let me help them out. And I was doing that.
Okay.
She yelled at me that apparently they like to, whenever you move things there, you have to finish it. You don't just add things in there.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
I don't understand.
That's what it is. That's all. So she told me that she didn't like that I was just adding to them. Like they're not my secretaries for them to be typing for me.
Well, hold on. I'm confused. Yeah. What do you mean? Wait, what are you talking about? Adding what? Adding
things
adding
to data entry. No, like adding things to data entry. According to her, I was adding more work to her.
Was she data entry?
Yes.
And you were adding what? You were adding in?
I was adding things from the fax to data entry.
But those are things she would have to do anyways.
Yeah, I know.
Oh.
So the end of that day, I put her to the side and was like, hey, like, what's going on? Because it's the second time you do this. And she's like, oh, I didn't realize you were doing that. And I'm like, you didn't ask.
But she specifically said,
yeah, she's like, you didn't ask me.
Oh, God.
Told her, you just assumed and then berated me and pretty much threw it to my face while I was helping you make things easier for you, and you just grabbed it and threw it to my face. I told her, like, that's not okay. Like, that's disrespectful.
Yeah.
And like, instead of asking me why I was doing it, you just threw it to my face. And because I had spoken to my other coworker about it, and she's like, I told her, like, you knew what I was doing, so I thought it was obvious. And she said, yes. She's like, I knew what you were doing. But I think when she was in her spot, she didn't understand it because she only sees it from her side. She wasn't seeing it from yours.
Is this the same person? Is this the same person that Zoe also did not like when she worked there?
No.
Oh, okay.
This is somebody pretty different.
Oh, okay. Good for you. I'm glad you said something.
Yeah, I told her, like, that's not okay.
No,
for you to be
because if you don't
like
say anything, then they think it's okay and they keep doing it.
Yes, which actually was funny because the girl that knew everything and like she was a witness for every single time it happened.
Yeah,
and she was like, "This makes no sense. Why she's getting on to you?"
No,
she's like, "I wonder." Even she was like, "I wonder what her problem is lately. Like, why is she doing that?"
Oh, she's probably having some problems at home.
I don't know what.
There's always like
there's always a reason.
Yeah, like she's having some fucking issues with something. Like
you shouldn't be projecting your problems onto somebody else.
Oh yeah, well, in theory, right? But then people do it all the fucking time.
Yeah, I know.
Which sucks, but no, I get it. I think it's just honestly, it's like it's really like comes with the territory of working in medical, like especially when they're like higher positions, like the pharmacist or the doctor. Like they really do whatever they want and they act however they want.
Yeah,
and that's just how it is. It sucks, but that's how it is.
That's what I like about where I am now. They're not like that.
Yeah, you get really lucky. There's certain practices where they treat you like decent human beings. Same for my office right now. I totally switched. I work for a pediatric dentist now. I'm still working admin. I don't do anything clinical, but we have 2 dentists and an orthodontist, and they're all actually very kind.
Kind of funny though, because Mustafa texted me.
Yeah.
And for my birthday.
Mustafa is a pharmacist at a previous pharmacy he worked at.
So he texted me and he's like, owner. I told him that I was where I'm working now. And he's like, you didn't come back to me?
Yeah, I was surprised you didn't go back to him either.
Honestly, I would have.
Yeah.
If it was just like out of nowhere, like I'm done, gone, I would have gone back. But what happened is that, so they had asked about me. Mm-hmm. And
your brother works there now, right?
Yeah, he works at with Mustafa. Mm-hmm. So, but no, where I'm working at now, they asked about me through Zoe, and I was like, you know what? Let me go see what they have to say. Mm-hmm. And so they were looking for somebody. I told them I wouldn't go back to do full hours, but maybe I could do like just Saturdays. Mm-hmm. And so I got my license renewed and all that because one was expired and the other one was expiring. Mm-hmm. So I got everything fixed. Everything was good to go. And then the shit hit the fan and I left. And so
Mustafa's off the pharmacy?
No, I left the fence company.
Oh, yeah.
Like that I was working at.
Yeah.
So I was no longer at the fence company. So I was like, okay, so since I'm not longer there, what am I going to do? I'm like, the respectful thing to do is to let them know and be like, hey, I'm going to be looking for full-time now than to rather just be like, hey, I can't work for you anymore because I'm returning to Mustafa.
Oh.
So I decided, like, let me give them the opportunity if they want to hire me or not. Mm-hmm. If they said no, I was going to go back to Mustafa.
Oh.
But at the same time, I know Mustafa has, like you said, my brother was already working there.
Yeah.
And I didn't know how many positions he had open.
Oh.
But he did text me and told me, like, that he would have found me a spot anywhere.
Oh, that's so sweet. I know, like, he loves you.
Yeah. Which I know. And I would have gone back.
Yeah.
If it wasn't, like, the timing.
Yeah.
I would have gone back.
Oh, well.
But I do like where I am now.
At least you know you can go there if you ever need to.
Yeah.
That's nice. That's a nice option.
Yeah. That's true. Because I did like it there. He was friendly.
Yeah.
I never had any issues.
Treated you like family.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like it was. I was sad when I left.
Oh.
Yeah, it was a sad day.
Wow, you actually cared. Normally,
I did.
Normally, George is like, they're not paying me enough. I'm going. He's like, I don't care.
No, because there, I didn't think they weren't paying. Like, I felt like my pay was fine. Mm-hmm. I didn't think it was like too low. It was acceptable for what I was doing. The only thing I did leave for more money, but it was a completely different job, and it was a much higher salary.
Yeah, that was much higher. You increased that was like a 50K increase.
Yeah, it was like double what I was making.
Yeah.
It was more than 50K.
I was trying to be humble for you.
I know, but I didn't care. It was double what I was making.
Oh my God.
I loved it. It was awesome.
Yes.
But that job also was the most stress I've ever had.
Oh, really?
Yes.
You were under a lot of stress at that job?
Yeah, and then
with
you would think
more money, more
because it was
problems.
7. Yeah, I know, but then also you were never off.
Oh,
because you were scheduled for the office, like the 7 to 4. Mm-hmm. But then I had the phone, the company phone.
Oh, so you would have to.
So
take calls
all the contractors would call you, all the supers would call you.
Oh,
it'll be times where I'll be like laying in bed, like so tired, and then I will get calls.
I prefer that.
I'll be like, leave me alone. I'll be like, no, I slept so much better. I've slept so much better since I left there.
Oh, really?
Like it was getting, they were constantly calling you. It was getting so bad. I was starting to fall asleep while driving. Because I was not sleeping.
Oh, no.
The stress was getting to me.
That's not good.
Then people waking me up.
That's actually really terrifying.
Yeah.
What if you drove straight into a tree?
I considered it.
But I considered it.
No, but yeah, it was a lot. It was good that I'm not there anymore. At the beginning, I was freaking out.
Why?
Because
thought you couldn't handle it?
Yeah.
Oh, but you did.
Yeah, I know. I'm doing fine now, but it was just like not having that much money anymore coming in.
Yes, no, because you adapted
like a lot
to
of my finance. I had to cut a bunch of things, and I'm like, I miss you.
Oh, let's see. What are some unnecessary things you have right now?
Probably a lot of subscriptions. To get rid of.
What are we subscribed to?
Many things. We're not talking about that. But I did cancel a lot of them.
Oh, okay. Like what? Do you remember?
I don't know. I don't remember because it was like ones I wasn't using anymore.
George, are you subscribed to anything naughty?
I'm not going to talk about that. That's getting erased.
No, don't erase it. He said, I can neither confirm nor deny. I am not subscribed to anything naughty, but I do have a couple different webtoon apps, and those can be a little spicy.
Oh yeah, I remember you told me about that.
I did show George one of them, and George was shocked.
Yeah, I know. Especially coming from you.
They're spicy. They're a little spicy.
A little? If I remember correctly, one you showed me.
Don't say anything about it. It was very graphic, the one he saw.
It was very graphic. I was like, Lord Jesus.
Yeah, that's what that lonely life does to you. I haven't had a boyfriend for 5 years.
That's a long time.
I haven't done it, and I don't like date around, and I don't. So the most exciting thing that happens to me is my webtoons. That's as spicy as my life gets.
That's sad.
It is what it is. I don't like it. I don't like going out. I don't like talking to people anymore.
I get it.
I'm just like a little hermit crab. I'm a shell of the person I used to be.
Well, you're talking here.
Well, because it's just you. There's no audience, visible audience at least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yes. But what did I say? You asked me. You were trying to go out tonight. I'm trying to go back home to Austin tonight. I am not staying the night here.
I haven't gone out in a while.
Oh.
Do
you last time going out?
I sometimes do, sometimes I don't. It depends on who's there. In the mood. I have to be in the mood.
Uh-huh.
If it's like, if I feel like I'm just going just to please somebody, I'm not gonna be happy. But if I want to go because I want to go and I want to go out drinking, then I'm all for it.
I don't like going to clubs, and it's because I don't know how to dance.
I don't dance either.
I don't dance.
People try to force me to dance.
Yeah, I hate that.
I don't
that
know
makes
how
me
to
not want to
it.
dance even more.
Yes. And I'm like the more attention you put on me, the less likely I'm going to do it.
Yeah. I'd rather go to like a brewery or a bar, sit down, sip.
Yeah, but then I also like to like people watch.
Oh, yes.
Like watching the hot drunk mess is fun.
The who mess?
The people that get like so drunk, they're like falling over.
Oh.
I think there's stuff that's so funny.
That was me. Do you remember that same night that I told that man he had a nice ass? I was drunk. We went to the food truck afterwards. George, I don't know where my money was, but I was having George pay for my tacos. I remember I was like, George, I want another taco. Can you buy me one? He was like, I don't have any more money left.
Yeah, you took all my cash. I'm like,
he was like, what? Like, no.
How did I become the sugar daddy in this situation?
Yeah, that was a funny night. That was very funny.
Yeah.
I was like, George, one other taco. With what money?
I think that they bought you one, didn't they?
Who?
Like Asa or someone. Somebody got you another taco.
Did they?
Yeah.
That was really nice of them. The end of that night, me and George were on an inflatable mattress, and we had your cousin's Mickey Mouse. I don't know about you, but I just grabbed his Mickey Mouse pillow, and it's not like a normal pillow. It's like in the shape of the entire body of Mickey Mouse. It's not comfortable. I grabbed that and I knocked the hell out. And I woke up next to George. George was there.
Yeah, I remember those days. Now they have a house.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's nice.
So they have like a whole room. But now I think he rented that room out. So now they have a roommate.
Ugh, how's that?
I don't know. I haven't talked to her. I haven't met her.
Ugh, I will never have another roommate again. I will never do that again.
It's fine.
It's not fine. Okay, my ex-roommate, I really love her as a person.
Yeah.
I do not love her as a roommate. That was an awful
I think
experience.
that's everyone, though.
It really opened my eyes as to how I was when I lived with my parents. So like literally after the first 2 weeks of me living with her, I went back to my parents and I hugged my mom. I was like, Mom, I'm so sorry. I was like, I'm so sorry for always leaving my clothes in the dryer. I'm sorry for leaving my dishes.
Yes.
I'm so sorry. And she goes, did you learn? And I was like, yes, I did. Because she would leave dishes in the sink for an entire week.
That's a long time.
And it would stink.
I have done it for like a day.
A day is fine, especially if you're in a rush. There's nothing wrong
I rinsed
with
it
that.
at first.
No, and then I would be petty and I would get all her fucking plates and I'd put it on one side of the sink and I would clean my plates and leave her shit there. Because it would be a fucking week. It was nasty.
Yeah, just put in the dishwasher.
And she wouldn't take out the trash. I was always taking out the trash. And then every time I had to go wash my clothes, I would open the washing machine and her shit would be in there. I'd open the drying machine, her shit would be in there. Mm-hmm. And then I'm always, you know me, I'm late to everything. So I'm always rushing. So I'm like, I don't have time to move all this shit. And oh God, it was awful. And then she had, in the fridge, there was the entire door. Mm-hmm. Like, you know how the side of the door has like 3 shelves?
Yeah.
Everything was hers on those shelves on the side of the door. And then we had 3 shelves in the fridge. 2 of the shelves, everything was hers. And then the third shelf was half of the stuff on there was hers. Like I always had to find where to put my stuff. Like I had to look through constantly. And then even in the pantry, there was 4 shelves in the pantry and the floor. And she had 2 shelves, half a shelf, and she had the floor. So I had 1 shelf to myself.
Imagine me living with someone there because I have my fridge is bigger than y'all's was.
Yeah.
And you saw my fridge today. It's pretty full.
Yes, but her shit was like, it was stuff that she hadn't touched. It was all like pickles. Like she loved pickled shit and like condiments, like literally dressing that she hadn't touched in like 6 months. Or like things like that, like perishables that she hadn't touched. And I would literally go through. And then the freezer was full. She kept buying shit and putting in the freezer. And I like never had I didn't have space anywhere. It was awful.
Well, you learned your lesson.
And yeah, no roommates for Yasmin.
No.
Me and you entertained the idea of having a roommate, or of being roommates
together.
Do you think that we would have stayed friends if we were roommates?
I think so, because we're more than we think the same.
Yeah, you're not gross. You're actually pretty tidy.
Yeah, overall.
Yeah, just a little dusty, crusty here.
It's just musty. Like little things, like I don't always make up my bed in the morning.
No one does that. I don't either. But like, no, you don't leave dishes in the sink. Maybe the second or third week that me and her had lived, or her and I had lived together. I came home one day and there was ants trailing from the trash outside into our apartment and into our sink. And it was because she had cooked like steak or something and she had used a cutting board, and there was a cutting board and a pan and left food all over it, right? Oh, and she put it in the sink and she left it in the sink for several days without cleaning it. And then she our apartment complex didn't want us putting bags of trash on the floor. You had to put it in the bin, in the trash bin, and put the bin outside. And she kept putting trash on the floor, and so her trash would leak. And so it attracted ants.
Yeah.
And then the ants came inside and they trailed all the way into our sink. And I told her, I was like, hey, we have ants. And she tried to blame it on the apartment. She was like, oh my God. Because she used to live in that apartment complex, just a different building. And she was like, oh, it's the apartment complex. Like, we had this problem before. And I was like, no, it's not the apartment complex. It's because you left food out. Like, look, they're all over the food. And she was like, no. And I'm pretty sure she was drunk. She was, yeah. And I was like, oh my God. And then we lived on like a nature preserve. So there was bugs everywhere. There was cockroaches everywhere.
That's nice.
We had a couple scorpions.
Godly.
It was awful. Like a cockroach. She literally opened a cabinet in her bathroom and a cockroach fell out and landed on her.
Poor girl.
And yeah. And then there was a cockroach even in my shower. I was in the shower and I saw something drop from my shower caddy and I like threw something. It landed on my sponge.
Oh,
I like threw something at my sponge. Boop. I saw this little cockroach fall from my sponge and I grabbed the raid and I went balls to the wall with that raid.
Wow. Well,
it was awful.
Time we got it.
Traumatized. I'm traumatized. PTSD when it comes to bugs now. I literally, now, anytime I walk in somewhere, I'm like looking around. Where's the bugs? Everywhere I go.
Well.
Yeah. Okay, it's time to go?
Yep. It's time to cut it. All right. Well, this was fun.
We talked about a lot. George's social battery is done.
Yeah.
Now we're supposed to be going to a museum. I don't know how.
I don't know if I want to go, to be honest.
No, we're still going. We're still going. You're just gonna be dead.
Okay, fine.
It'll be fine.
All right. Well,
okay, goodbye.
Bye.
That's it for today's episode of Girls and Gays Let's Talk. Thanks for hanging out with us.
If something we said hit home or made you laugh, cry, or text your toxic ex, you know what to do.
Leave us a review, share the episode with your favorite chaotic friend, and don't forget to follow us on socials for behind-the-scenes drama and messy opinions.
New episodes drop every Tuesday. Until then, stay loud, stay soft, and stay exactly who you are.
Bye. Bye.